I'm gonna try to make this video quick. My other video was 30 minutes long. I try to shorten it to 5. Quickie agreement was throw an S52 and a M3. That was finger fucked by a bunch of other mechanics. A lot of stuff was missing, a lot of stuff was stripped or broken or whatever. And in the end, the other shop that painted this car wanted some extra things done, and he was willing to pay extra. So I did that. So the car's a pain in my ass, but I got it done. Pulled a few all-nighters. I have probably around 50 hours in it. I at the moment I don't even know what I have in it. So the agreement was do all that, and in exchange he would paint my car to my liking, do all the body work, you know, and I made it very clear that, you know, I know what I'm looking at. I'm not some idiot fool that, you know, will you can just, this is not passable for me at all. I'll tell you why. Still dents. There's a few in here. This is fresh. I actually pulled this out. This was pushed in. This whole thing. There's a dent here, that actually broke the paint. Right? Pulling off my fingernail. Fuck ton of like dirt in it. A few runs here and there. A lot of fisheye. And orange peel. Mainly orange peel and dirt. See that? Where the door handle goes, yes, there's a gasket, but I shouldn't be able to see this. Even when I put my door handle on, I still see this. Dent in the door still. He did some body work here. I mean, come on. Dent here and some thing going on there. Some of the sole reasons why I actually decided to take the plunge and do a full dip. For those that don't know what full dip is shoot the whole car. Was this imperfection here. It's in the paint. I'm not sure if it's on the metal, under the paint, in the primer, factory stuff, something failed, whatever. There's that, and I had some minor corrosion in the front. It's an aluminum hood and aluminum trunk. And some minor corrosion here. There are DA marks here. This cloudiness, as you see here, is still in here. There's a ring around here, from around where the emblem goes. It's everywhere still. I made a point that there's a little bit of rust here. This is all, by the way, explained before the car was delivered. We were talking over the phone or text. The door jams and the trunk jam and the radiator support were all supposed to be painted. Look what happened. He didn't even cut it in. Nowhere. He actually just made a tape line and sprayed the car. Why bother? This was me here. The rest of it, he sanded. He actually even primed it. So he knew. It's not a surprise. Same thing on this side. He even left a note. Sorry I didn't paint it. Really? I'm here to pick the car up 2 hours away. The radiator support was supposed to be painted. This radiator support was tweaked earlier. I fixed it. I repaired it. I did all the heavy duty, or whatever you want to call it, the grunt work, the silly work, unbending. And his job is body work. Sand it down, respray it. That's it. It's supposed to be 2 little holes for the wiper system, which I'm doing a wiper delete. He did a very good job on that. I'm not gonna lie. He did that very nicely. See? Sorry, didn't paint it. So not a surprise here. Not even this. Most people miss this. But really, you know I'm building a show car here. Or damn near it. Come on. All the body cladding was supposed to be painted. All the moldings, the mirrors, all the chrome, all the aluminum, all this, the grill, everything. Started bitching and moaning he's gonna spend hundreds of hours and whatever. But really, you're making more work for me. You literally just spray it to spray it. I don't even know if you've sanded this down or scuffed it. There's this dirt in here. You said you're gonna spray this in the booth. I know you get dirt in the booth as well, but I know you painted it on your shop floor. Which ain't a big deal if you took care of all the dirt. Oh, and you used single stage on this and not base coat, clear coat. Who uses single stage anymore? Why would I want some Mako shit on my car? This is my car. I'm not expecting Glazerite, which is $1,000 a gallon. You know, I'm okay with Transtar Euroclear. If you know you're good with it, a few people that I know are very good with it. The cars look like brand new, and will look like brand new for the next 10 or 15 years, if done right. The other parts in the agreement were I paint my bumpers and any chrome in the bumper. It's just taped. This is taped. This is just taped, actually. It's not even painted. And attach the AMG, real AMG vintage, not some fiberglass bullshit, onto this. It's a direct fit. Still some adapting, but it's for most part direct fit. No fiberglass or anything. He even told me we should screw this in, but he was telling me as if I'm gonna do it now, which I didn't say no, because at this point, from what I already seen, I was just already like in shock from what I've been seeing so far, and I should have just left the car, and I probably will just take it back. But before I even left the car, I made a big deal about this. I say, you know, this is a real AMG thing, vintage lip, very hard to get. I want this to be a seamless look. Does that look seamless? I said I want the screws out, you know, and we're just chit-chatting and bullshit, and I say, you know, you put the screws back in it, you take this off, put glue down, put the screws back in so it'll adhere to the bumper, you know, obviously scuff it up pretty good with some, whatever, 60, 80 or whatever, something rough, and make it work, you know. But why bother, right? It's only 4 screws, right, on each side. Well, this is all chipped everywhere from before. This is, you know, it's 30-year-old parts. It needs work. Still DA'd, and there's just marks right there. It's not like cleaned up. This is chipping off. Yes, it's gonna be behind a license plate, whatever. But you know, this is all unacceptable work. You're literally just laying shit on shit on shit, paint-wise. It's all junk. So I'm looking at this thing today. I'm like, all right, well, he just took it off, right, and you know, put the glue on there like we even talked about. No, he didn't. Look what I found. I'll find this too. That you don't really see. I'm not worried about this too much, but you're gonna glue this and leave this like this. This is already coming off. This is not even prepped. There's no sealer on here, no primer, nothing. No, supposedly used Bulldog. I don't know. Did you? It's coming right off. This screw I'm okay with. The other ones in the front, come on. You don't leave this like this. You cut it down, sand it, whatever. So that made me look, you know, actually, did he actually take this off? And you can see he didn't. This is the bumper here. This is the splitter. And there's a seam, like as if you would do bathroom caulk. And what he did is literally put glue down and went like this. Or whatever, and just kind of did whatever, you know, with a brush maybe. He finger fucked it, let's call it. He didn't take this off and put glue behind here where it actually matters, not on top to cover it, the seam. I told him while I was dropping the car off and going over with him what I need, as well as we was talking over phone, that I'm gonna put some great stuff foam in here. And it's a little unconventional, but I do it to all my cars, and you know, to give it some strength. But you know, so if I hit something that doesn't flex or whatever in the wrong way, well, I can't even do that now to at least continue working, because I don't have materials on me right now to do this on Father's Day, as everything's closed on Sunday, to fuck with this. You know, this was going to be my project today, to mess with this and that bumper. You know, I was going to throw some great stuff in here, scuff the chrome parts, because I guess you want it done right, do it yourself, or whatever. I don't have time for this. I run a business. I also have another job. I have my 69 Benz in there. I got a quickie flip car here. I got my Cosworth that needs work. I got an M Coupe that needs. I got a bunch of other bullshit. You know, I was trying to do this, thinking this is gonna be like a yin and yang type of trade. He needs the engine thing. I have it, and I can do. I'm good with BMWs. And he's supposedly good with bodywork. Well, this is the product I get. There's a few more aspects to this. More I won't say nitpicking, but I am, but it's rightfully so, I would say. You know, like a little rust bubble here. I didn't notice it. Grind it down, really. Just fucking grind it. It's under the cladding, it's covered, but you know, rust spreads. Just cover it, or just tell me, hey, it's gonna cost me, you know, be a few more hours. Just, you know, do you want it done or not? That's all I need to do. Call me. And you're supposed to pull the glass. I requested, and I said I will pay extra because I actually made a mistake, and I put the glass in for a first time. I never did it. I don't think I did a bad job for a first timer. It doesn't even leak. It's molding, it's covering it, and all that. Problem is, this primer there, bare, and I wanted actual color on it. Paint will be more of a seal for the primer. Primer is porous. In other words, what will happen now is water will get under here, water will sit, and maybe not even disperse in this case, so I have to add a little more stuff or whatever on it. But no matter what, it's gonna get under the urethane here and eventually rot the framing of the glass out, or even break the glass, because you know, rust, you know, can do that if it freezes or whatever. It's water, but done. So, and that wasn't, I guess, something he was keeping in mind or whatever. The roof is a bunch of bullshit in it. The hood didn't, first glance, doesn't look too bad, but you know, you start looking at it and it's black on top of that. There's dirt. Actually looks like there's some lifting up here. It's a nice straight hood for the most part. There's only one dent here and one little area there need to be redone. That's it. And you know, that can't even be handled apparently. And before I left, didn't even try to spot fix it for me when I'm there. Quick dust in, and you know, maybe I'll I wouldn't mind if I had to kind of, shit happens, you know, people back into your shit, but they're, you know, whatever. It's still on his property and his care. There's a dent here, another dent here, dimple. Someone backed into this, simply bent this in. I pulled it back out. This is still bent in from before. I didn't fix this yet. It's supposed to be straight like the other one. I just get a sorry. Or let's get the paintless dent guy to do it, which I don't think he's going to cover the bill, and paintless dent guy is not going to cover this body work here.